So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Dragon Age Origins here in the old temple with me and Ruska and the rest of the group. Let's have a quick peek if there's anything fun I could make. I could try to make a freeze trap or a shock trap. What is this trap even? Mild shocking powder trap. The packet of dust containing within is surprisingly heavy, as if it were powdered rock or metal. When triggered, this trap releases a small burst of shocking powder, disorientating and slowing the movement speed of creatures in the area. Friendly fire possible. Alright, and then of course there's a lure. Alright, but can't make this because I don't have metal shards. Sad times. I could be making some of these sort of traps though, so sure. Let's make a few traps. They will be of course causing that I have a little bit less in my inventory space, but sure. Let's try some of these things nonetheless. It's nice to try something new. Haven't been using traps at all, after all. Let's see, let's actually put them into here too. So freeze trap. Choking, freeze, shock. That of course I don't even have at the moment anyways. Loud's claw trap I have one of, which is fine I guess. Then if I would wanna be using some of these things, I guess I might as well at some point, because they're also using space, so it would be nice to get some of them out of the way. Yeah, I'll at least equip all of those, so maybe I could actually use some of that. I did also equip at least these few items into here, so that we have a few things at least out of the inventory. It's not gonna help for long though, so... well, I knew that it's gonna be an issue, because... But I couldn't really... I had no idea what more to leave. Anyways, let's just continue to the Wyrmling Lair. Or not. Continue, I told ya. Continue, don't just stay there. Just stuck walking animation forever. Draw onto heavier armor. If you're wearing light armor, foes are more likely to go after your party members instead. Well, other than mages, plausibly. I got a lot of XP. Or 60 plus 60 plus 60. Let's save the game and have a peek around. So there's, yeah, basically these both corridors of course lead into the same place, and then there's just humans over here. I'm sure we can deal with some humans fine enough without having to worry too much. Well, maybe some mages too. Let's see. Let's just get over here then. Sure. That should be fine. Let's use some of these. Make them just die a little bit faster, mayhaps. Looks pretty alright though. You have already healed Alistair before. At least now the big baddie is away, so there's not gonna be nearly that many who could be trying to kill Alistair. So should be alright. Indeed, it was alright.
And I'm off.
Hopefully as many of these have items that we already have, or just money. So not more stuff for us to carry around. But yeah, I probably will just throw away some of those unnecessary items then, first and foremost, which will probably be the cheapest anyways. Can't really see what would be in here, but I was just thinking that it should be fine. You guys go and attack there on the other hand.
Huh.
Well.
Let's have it.
Okay, Morrigan, just get out of there, please. You go and do the shield bash. And I guess you could come. Well, actually, no. You're fine.
Not enough. Let's do this quickly, shall we?
That's a lot of blood.
My guess, maybe. Rock salve, and then this mage did not have anything though, which is totally fine by me. Journeyman slow rune, okay. Alrighty. And more enemies. Can of course save now. I was planning to just do the save just in a moment. Then you ruined it. A little bit pointless to do it now though, isn't it? Sure. Do this over here. You guys just can stop then. We'll at least hit the archer a little bit, I guess. Not much though. Wasn't that useful that. Well, couldn't know for sure. Couldn't know beforehand.
Yes. Begin the onslaught.
You're dead, basically. There you
Too
go.
easy.
I'm so happy whenever there's the stuff that we can carry, as in lesser health bottles is, yes, those perfect. Those are exactly what I would like to get. And, or money. Because money at least I can carry. No problems in that. Yeah, we just started with this area and this is going to be a long, long place. Okay.
Don't look now.
There's Dragonlings. Alistair, turn around right away.
Speak.
Trap.
I can go and
Something
start
to
to
see,
take
really.
care of some of these, however.
I am ready.
You need to taunt.
As you
Get rid of that trap too. It's kind of funny that this game's just against me specifically there. Don't go anywhere.
on it.
No idea if there's more traps. So it's not a good idea for you to go ahead. Okay, nothing dropped from these Drakelings though, but yeah. At least that's the reason for the cavern name, isn't it? Wyrmlings. Wyrmling Lair, or whatever the name exactly was, but yeah, some Wyrmlings in the form of drakes. So lovely. Very, very lovely. It's automatically even saving the game. Why must you do that, game? Okay. Let's get going then. Alright, misdirection hex. What about doing this one? Cleanse yourself from such a horrible mage spell.
Don't look now.
It's pretty much dead. Shouldn't you have been able to get rid of that misdirection hex? That's kind of strange to me. That the misdirection hex is still on, even though... Well, I feel that that should have been taken care of. Oh, that's actually a bad situation. Just do that quickly. Alistair, you need to come and actually get the attention of some more people, but you can't because you have already taunted. So that isn't exactly the best situation.
Here I am.
Curse of Mortality maybe. And what else shall we do? Let's get this going maybe. Some afflictions. Okay, there's some mages. Don't enjoy that. In the least. Let's do this quickly. Then At least you're already in that, but maybe just do force field on yourself so you will be certainly then safe. Go in this direction. Alistair does not have the Templar powers yet, which is fine, just not exactly the best. Let's see if Okran could run maybe a little bit, just so that could be maybe a little bit safer. Okran, did you actually step into a trap there or something? No pinion shot. Okay, I understand. I understand now. Start heading this way at least, okay? I don't know why I don't have the one I should have though, as in the stealth. I pressed the stealth skill, but apparently that didn't then work out very well. I am trying to attack this guy, please. Okay, that guy is at least just... Please stay in stealth. Okay, finally at least that one thing is dead. Okran is again able to move on, which is fine. Alistair is at least the one that is being attacked the most in there, which I would say is a good thing. Yeah, just try to kill that guy. So Alistair doesn't at least need to be worried about. Also arrows as damage would be pleasant.
Shall we?
Could you quickly heal Okran just a teeny tiny bit? Would be nice. Don't like that. I hate it always when they have to be doing that. Not a Dragonling. I don't also like that too much. But at least you're in good... Ooh, but a lot more Dragonlings actually. That's very not good. Could you at least stop one of these guys from coming towards us? That could be great. Just to stop at least one. I was hoping that you could have been doing a lot of nice stuff right now, Morrigan, but I don't know if you really can. Considering this many Dragonlings are specifically coming towards you. Which does not sound very promising. At least the archer is gone, sure, but again, that's not that great in this situation when there's two coming after me and then... Yeah, these guys are barely getting the cultists dead pretty much now. So at least one is stopped into there in its tracks, which is better than nothing, but yeah, also me having all these guys with me is not the best situation. Actually, let's go to stealth. Definitely feel that that's needed in this situation. You sadly still cannot taunt. It's probably too expensive. Yeah, insufficient stamina. Would wish that you would have the stamina for it, but you definitely just simply put do not. Alright, that at least should maybe get these Drakelings off from Morrigan, which should be helpful in this situation, so at least the guys who have some armor might be attacked. Okran, of course, is a little bit still more vulnerable than the other way around, so would be nice if they wouldn't be attacking against Okran, but don't know if I can completely stop that right now. At least one is actually dead, so that's a bonus. Should I be using some mana? Definitely wouldn't be the worst option, but kind of wouldn't wanna for some reason or another. At least the Cultist Reaver is so close to being dead. One of them, that is. This one Drakeling actually died completely, which is also nice. It's one that we don't need to worry about. I'm definitely more worried for Okran. Yeah, do this. At least we got one Drakeling from Okran off now. Plus then we only have one Cultist Reaver left. It's definitely something I would wish this these two to concentrate on Alistair though, but... Hey, we knocked them down. That's actually a perfect opportunity to try to get this dual sweep off. Nice. I was thinking that we might be able to do it without having to use more potions for Lurium or anything for Morrigan. And we did it. We did it. We did it. Pretty tough battle without using anything in that situation. Eesh. Nice that we managed to do it though. Definitely. Okay, just get the stuff from here. As much as we can.
Trap. So simple to see, really.
Even more traps on this side. Okay, good. But yeah, I definitely don't remember this little place well enough to be able to be prepared for everything, all of these. I kind of remember one at least corridor where we will be getting ambushed, I feel like. So I was thinking that at least there I could be trying to use the traps. After all, traps is best. Of course, you have to lay them down first so that then wait for someone to come and walk by that. So... I would indeed like to at least try to use somewhere in here traps. They're not by any means necessary for getting through or winning, but could be nice. So the Frostback Mountains, I did read a little bit about this overall location at some point, but not like this, I guess. So... culture and history. Let's just read it. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Kord the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peaks of Beleness, the mountain that lies at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of the earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Kord devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart, by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart. Kord could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Kord. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and strongest flyers to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched, but sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart, and the other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird traveled deep into the frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the god's terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff. And when the golden cask struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Kord neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was full again. Then Hakon, Winterspread, bound Kord's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it would never again escape, and all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan honored above even the loftiest eagles. The Barbican, an Avar tale from Wereld in folklore and history by Sister Petrine, Chantry scholar. Oh, that's a nice little story. It does remind me of some, like, Children's, some movie at least also, where a mountain had lost a heart, I think. Like, I think from some old My Little Pony, there was some story like that too, that had lost a heart. Of course, not quite this brutal, or that there would have been a bird to find it. It was obviously enough. It's about ponies, then it's the ponies who go and find it and fix it and all that. But it's definitely... I wonder where the start for that story is, as in, where is a myth for such a mountain without a heart originating from? It must be from somewhere, right? I would assume so, considering it is something that I do remember from some other locations too. Well, nonetheless, was nice enough for a little story. Deeper into the caverns, let's go. Maybe I should set a trap here too, just in case that something comes and bursts from behind us at some point. Sure. Let's place a shock trap. Why not? Maybe there will come some use of it. If not, then that's fine. I guess I can always go and disarm it if there's no use for it. Probably won't be.
Now let's see. Which one first?
Well, kinda took too long for that to go on and work out, but hey.
To the shadows with me.
At least I was able to try.
Too easy.
You guys can kill him first and foremost. How do you see me, eh? Ooh, no. A freaking fireball. Of course there has to be a fireball. You at least go a little bit back so we wouldn't have to be worrying about that. This is a lot of people in here to do anyway, so... not going to be the nicest situation. You go and fight this creature. You can also start to shoot on that. You, on the other hand, will definitely come and just deal with this guy a little bit. Alrighty, so unfortunately the game crashed, but gladly after all I had made a quick save at least close enough, so I just came through this tunnel again. I hadn't used any traps yet. Let's just go then to stealth. Let's do a little bit differently when we happen to have a chance. And I'll just go ahead to explore a little bit further off. I guess we should at least let our companions come this far. No reason not to. Then we go and maybe we can set some traps first. Could be nice enough. Set maybe one into here. This isn't gonna be nearly as useful, but hey, sure, why not? Why did that bring me visible, though? Fine. Guess I can't place a trap safely. That's really not worth it then. Definitely not the best use of the trap. Well, now even I'm not even invisible anymore, so I'm definitely not gonna be staying there, because that would be extremely bad for my health. Because like everyone would be anyways attacking me already, so there's just absolutely no reason to stay.
Someone
Come here then, you stupid personage. And then at the same time we might as... like, I definitely hadn't done this before like this ever, because I don't prefer to try to go and back away too much, because it doesn't seem like the coolest way to... Yes, that's how it of course works the best, that you just ask them nicely to stop hitting you, and that's exactly how it will work nicely.
I am ready.
Well, unless those guys will have some problems coming through, but I died because, yeah. Just didn't notice to look again that, yeah, these guys just still were chasing me, even though they were supposed to be going elsewhere. But yeah, I don't... Sometimes it's weird to me why the case is so that I still just, well, had that situation. Do an attack. Somehow still managed to do the fireball. That's not that cool. Well, I did it very differently than I ever done before. I like going straight into there, but I thought that it would be nice to try to do a trap, but then they all spotted my trap. Or me while I was getting the trap down. So, that's kind of really annoying. Penalty to damage is definitely not good for me. That's something I gotta fix. Fine, let's do it this sort of way then, even though I really really don't like doing it that way. Because it always seems a little bit too cheesy to go and back away this far and all that, but they didn't leave me much choice. If I would have stayed there, I would have also just died. If they would have tried to be running there while I was all alone all the way into here.
Don't let it get away!
It's like, sure, maybe I can now at least try to go and get one trap set up a little bit better, so maybe some of them more would actually be able to hit it. Maybe, barely, but again, I don't know the reason why I had to become visible. I do not know. Alright, let's see, maybe we could try to get them all acroed a little bit at the same time. Not quite happening, but shouldn't be too bad. Well, a little bit too bad. I guess maybe a few of them got hit by that. Not much though.
As you wish.
If you
You can start doing stuff too, old friend. How difficult is it to hit someone?
Hold on.
And I'm off. Right.
I have been hit to the ground. But you, I dirty fighted you. Alright, Morrigan gained a level up. That's nice. Let's see what you would like to have. Cause that's a good question. Let's take 1 willpower and 2 magic. Why not? I guess I'll take this. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting. Yeah, seems reasonable enough. Seems reasonable enough. I am tempted by the group heal, but on the other hand, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. I haven't done indeed these almost at all ever, so I might try to do those, although the sleep/waking nightmare is kinda tempting too. It's at least nice to have for a change like these all the way max, where I've never done before. Mass paralysis of course seems very nice, certainly. Extremely so. Mana Train. I guess against other spellcasters it could be at least nice. That's interesting. Making spells more powerful but expending mana rapidly and suffering penalty to mana regeneration. Expels. But that just seems a little bit... This could be more interesting if I weren't having a Templar with all of their abilities. It seems a little bit more useless when I already have a Templar. Any hostile spell targeted at the caster has been absorbed into fate. The only problem with this is that we already usually run out of mana. So this even taking mana is... Well, it's good and bad. On the other hand, we wouldn't be suffering any like damage from those spells. All dispellable effects. This is nice enough, but depends on the situation. Yeah, but never really done these, and they're interesting, certainly, but I don't know. I guess I could go for this too. This one doesn't seem like I should be taking it anymore. I already have 2 of these big area effect spells, as in Tempest and the Death Cloud, so those definitely are more than enough, but maybe the Cone of Gold, maybe. Or we could go into these, but I've never really used the shape shifting. It would be logical for Morrigan to take, but if I never use it, is it really logical? Let's go for the sleep, I guess. Why not? I've never used that one either, so it is going to be different. Let's put you in there, so you're closer to those things. Try to set up this a little bit so that there's a little bit extra space. Probably have few things the other way around. Then that's the... Well, horror should work well with sleep, right? I remember there was a tooltip about that. I guess those can all be pretty much next to each other. That's alright. So that I don't get too mixed up with them. Okay, but that's good then. That is good. Some more drakelings have been killed. Don't think there's any like hint which of these might be more the right way to go, so I guess it doesn't really matter which way we try first. Let's try it this way, mayhaps, and then we'll see. I can't say which one might be the correct way. Don't enjoy having again someone like that all the way over there as a first enemy. Okay, actually also really annoying enemies. Leave me alone. You guys can fight against Okren and Alistair and stuff. At least they also got the fireball, I guess. But that's the only good thing about that. At least we were able to still stop these cultists from doing more, I guess.
Music.
Hey, it's dead now. And these assassins have been, or are, dealt with slowly but surely.
Yes.
That seemed a little bit foolish, however, why they decided to do it like that. You had the mark of death, but that's fine. That's fine. They're dead now, the ones that put you that mark, so you are alright. Let's save. But yeah, don't have any real good idea which way would be the logical way to go. Doesn't this end nonetheless? No, this also doesn't quite end. Thought that maybe this ended, maybe this was a dead end, but it's definitely not. That ends into a little bit of a bigger chamber. I have no idea where I'm going, where I should go to try to clear it the most logical way, this place, but I don't know. Maybe try this way first. Good question.
To the shadows with me.
Just wait for a moment, okay? Wait. I'll have a look. Suspiciously, there doesn't seem to be anything here. Just follow me then. You were very fast at following me. A little bit too fast. Okay. This takes into a chamber here. I guess we might as well go and check it a little bit then. Shall we? Stay. I'll go and see what's up.
Trap. So simple to see,
Oh,
really.
I kinda remember this room. This is lovely traps at the very least. Definitely happy to take care of these traps first, so we don't need to worry about them. There's even a mage on both sides, or only on one side. I guess only on one side, but yeah, I guess it's just always the check on if I manage to stay in stealth and definitely didn't the second time around. Let's at least get them close to this one. I don't see a good reason to use magic, or as in traps, trying to say the right thing and exactly succeeding to fail. But nonetheless, come and do that. You come here too. When you come a little bit closer into there, then we'll... Stop him. Stop this madness. It's kind of interesting how you can do the Curse of Mark actually like that, because it feels a little bit strange. I should have tried to do this too, sure. Let's do it just for this person then, this sleep, shall we? Sounds like a nice enough idea nonetheless. But I did the Curse of Mortality without seeing this guy, which is strange. Okay, let's do then the horror.
So be it.
You should be asleep after all. Nice. Nightmare. New codex. Nightmare. Creatures that are asleep are practically inaccessible and thus ill-equipped to resist the spine-chilling effects of a horror spell. The vivid nightmares that result inflict massive spirit damage, the shock killing many lesser creatures outright. Those unlucky enough to survive are certain to emerge from the ordeal in a state of fear. Then I have the shock wave. Yeah, beset from all sides. Yep, grassing prison with the force field indeed is fun. Then shattering. Creature frozen or petrified by magic as from the spell Petrify or Cone of Cold is in vulnerable states, subject to shattering if excessive force is applied to just the right spot. A critical hit from any weapon may suffice, and the spells Stone Fist and Grassing Prison have been known to achieve the effect as well. And then the improved train, yeah, that's at least something I discovered. The victim of vulnerability hex must be wary not only of damage from the elements, but also spellcasters who wish to sap life or mana to restore their own bodies. The spells Drain Life and Mana Drain are twice as effective in those circumstances, which is cool. I do wonder what are the other spell combinations. After all, this is only 4 out of 10, and I definitely don't know them all. I don't remember if I know any more. So, other than of course maybe the what comes into my mind is if you had something like this crease and used fireball, that would make sense, but not really possible right now. But that of course makes sense. But like for example, would these clips have something? But it's a problem when you don't try all of the spells. Then it's not like you can in any way know if there would be those sort of effects or not.
It's a good day. Not bad at all.
Not bad, but not good either, mayhaps. I have a feeling this is probably the right way to go, but because I remember this location, but on the other hand, does that mean that it's the right way if I just remember it? Probably
All right.
not. My god, why so many longbows and all? There we have, inventory full. I knew it would happen sooner or later. It was just something that would be inevitable. I guess I might as well do this, at least that would use all of those items out of there. If I'm gonna be using these traps anyway someday, then why not? Might as well. Not gonna do just those. I do have one of these sort of things, but doing just one little thing seems a little bit of a waste. Well, at least I can pick that up, sure, but now I really would need to use some of this stuff. I do wonder what the price on these things is, but all of these are of course something that I usually never use in any way, so they are definitely some of the first ones to go and be gotten rid of. And of course there's so many of these almost worthless bows and stuff that we have now in our inventory that we really don't need. Also got a lot of new gifts and stuff. At least I managed to sell some stuff before coming here, but yeah. Oh well, I guess I'll think about it then when we get even more stuff that we would need to be able to pick up. which may be extremely soon. I guess I might as well investigate all the way this now then when we started. Or at least some more. I don't know. I don't know. Nice looking. All of this mist. Yeah, this is the right way to go. Because there's Kolgrim even. I should go and get the other area cleared first, shouldn't I? Makes sense to me. It's just not as fun to just go there straight. So let's just slowly but surely make our way all the way back to the other locations, and then we'll come back here to take care of those. I guess I could cut a little bit indeed, so no need to be watching all of this walking back. It's not like that's the most important or interesting stuff. Just look how someone is walking. Can then just be saying that I'm walking here and all that. Indeed. Amazing. Okay, so anyways, we are here now then, close to this spot. So let's see about this location. It did give a proper save to this too, so there must be a bigger fight in here for certainty. But, well...
Quiet now.
Wait here for a little bit. I would like to use the traps. If not for any other reason, it just makes sense because we have the inventory problems that we have too much stuff there. So it definitely makes sense to be using the traps. So we don't need to be... Oh, I know that there's gonna be a lot of drakes in this battle. I know that. I remember. Well, in that sense at least that should be a reasonable choice there. Well, let's go get rid of some of these traps in the meantime. While we can. Hopefully. Safely enough. Maybe. Let's try to put it into here, maybe. Why not use traps when I need to get rid of stuff in my inventory anyways? Indeed. This especially, I don't... Well... Maybe put it all the way on top. Sure, and then I'll start my battle here with this guy and just get the others coming this way. I think that will be a reasonable way to deal with the situation. Okay, trap armed. Let's just go here to wait for a little bit. Then let's see. Actually, we could... should I start with sleep? Maybe I should use it only if the drakelings appear. Because I have a feeling there will be drakelings appearing. So it kind of makes sense to wait a little bit then. Maybe do something like this somewhere in here. Sure. Into there, why not? And then you guys just run. For now. Anti-magic ward. And even a spell shield coming up. Let's also mark you.
Off I go.
I could also stop you with this a little bit. I kind of feel like doing it. Just so that I have a little bit more opportunity to try to kill this guy. Okay, let's do then maybe this. Okay, nice. We got rid of it already. That guy, that is very, very nice. Okay, and then maybe do like this. Get a little bit of Alistair, but almost not at all. But yeah, I told you that there's gonna be drakes coming up. Aw, you didn't walk through that. Go horror it. Just come through this at least. Okay, trap triggered. Woohoo. Morrigan, run back into here so maybe they can go through this. Oh, there's actually some really bigger drake there actually, so I guess that might be even good thing that I'm not in there though. Let's try to see if we can actually make it sure that it's going through that. Kind of too many traps against there, but hey, that's alright I guess. Maybe, hopefully. I don't know.
As you wish.
So it went through the trap. It did get pretty nicely damaged from that. Can't really get any others interested from few, sadly. Ah, that didn't work out very well. Could you do this crushing prison on this drake? That could be nice. Guess from here there wasn't anyone arriving from, but not that could be certain about it. Okay, are you in the crushing prison at least momentarily? Which should help us at least keep Morrigan alive a little bit better. Do the death hex actually. Yeah, little bad luck. Yay. Okay, use a lesser lyrium potion so we can maybe do a misdirection hex onto this guy so it wouldn't be able to hit us as well. Would be nice. Don't like to be stunned. All of us got stunned, so that's really bad. And we're still stunned. Okay. Drink a potion of at least smaller kind variety. I would really like to be able to get out of there, but I can't right now. Definitely can't. I wish I could. Really wish I could. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to die into that, aren't I? Yep. There was nothing we could do about that though in that situation anymore. If I had healed exactly me rather than Okren, that could have helped, but otherwise it wasn't too much we were able to do in that situation. Okay, at least we got one of these guys dead, so that's small positive in this situation. This Drake, it's just a bad thing that Alistair already again used the taunt and now has insufficient stamina for it, so it's always the problem in these cases. I should stop it myself or indeed not have those. Usually I don't have any of those for myself other than of course the shield wall because that's a logical one, but he just uses those and gets them all used. You do have at least misdirection hex, but still it's not that helpful. Yep, you're dead. Probably won't be able to survive with just Okren and...
Yep.
And you...
Here.
Try to at least use some of that, so might be able to do a little bit more. Yeah, no.
There you go.
Another stun. That stun is so annoying because it's like... And you of course again don't have this actually even on, so that maybe you could resist a little bit better. Would like it if you could. It's also really annoying that like they have to be attacking Okren exactly. Yeah, that was too late then. Well, don't think Alistair can quite do it alone, no matter how much I would like it to be possible. Shield Pummel didn't do enough, no. Surely didn't do enough. Yeah. I would be extremely surprised if Alistair can do this alone. Of course, have great armor and everything. At least as the Drake is almost dead, then maybe could do it. But yeah, a little bit too careless at the end of the day. And if could have done that, I think that would have saved us. It's just that also that I died when it just decided to then aggro on me so much. Okay, Alistair seems to be able to do it, even without using even more healing potions, so that's at least cool.
And stay down.
Yeah. Drake scales. New quest, Drake scale armor. Which we'll definitely try to make, of course. So find a use for the Drake scales. Search in the carcass of a dead Drake. You found a number of undamaged scales. They're extraordinarily hard, yet light. A master armorsmith may be able to make armor from them. Well, I guess everyone shall... Well, cunning. Again, it's just the cunning. Why do you always have the cracked skull? Dexterity. That also doesn't seem that bad, to be honest, for you. Well, me, this cunning is bad. It's always me. I always get the bad one. For me, a bad one, anyways. But yeah, of course, that's necessary stuff to pick up those Drake scales for certainty. Spell Weaver. Ah, dear. Then there we go. Inventory full once again, even though I put all these traps down and all. But no. Full inventory. I guess the trap making ain't gonna be making a difference as such, but I could still at least make a few more of the freeze traps. Well, unless I make all the amount that I can, then we could basically, or that trap triggers actually end first. I guess we might as well, why not? Just so that then there's not much that I would be wasting on that, and trap triggers at least are one thing out of the inventory. So I guess that's something. Actually, could Morrigan use herbalism in any interesting ways? We could do that. It's just a shame I can't do this one, because that would be nice. But I don't have that stuff. Health bottles I could do a little bit, sure, but... I guess lyrium potions are pretty good. That would use all the lyrium dust out completely, so why not? Just go out with them completely. It's no point to keep them separately like that. Would be nice to make health bottles, but that's just not a logical idea at this point. Now I could at least pick up the few little things. Few, extremely few. At least Drake scales should be indeed going and stacking, so that's at least something. Okay, those are picked up. We barely survived. But yeah, I remember that this was a tougher battle. There wasn't any enemies in there. I think I've sometimes used that as a like a point that I've gotten all of them there. That's why I remember that this could be a good spot for a trap, but yeah, wasn't that useful right now, but that's alright. Went okay as a battle, all things considering. Didn't still have to reload. It's just me dying. Always hurts our damage so much. Plus then of course Morrigan died next, so then it was just Okran and Alistair. Only them. I have no idea though. Where does this exactly lead? Maybe both of these were important, but alright. At least a mageling there. Can see.
To the shadows with me.
To the shadows. A lot of cultist archers, another Drake. Yeah, this was the more of an optional area, but still not the easiest spot. I think so, at least. That does seem to be leading somewhere else still though. So, not exactly, I guess, completely at least. Come and do that. Run. Be allowed to walk. Do a misdirection hex on this guy.
Hurry.
Yeah. Another assassin, eh? I see how it is. Alright. I would like you not to be attacked like that. Yeah. Definitely would like not to. Could you maybe stun that guy a little bit? Actually, you can stay there to fight it, but just try not to let her die if in any way possible. Now it's already overwhelming, so how nice, we're gonna let her die again, aren't we? There's nothing we can stop that I can do about that anymore to stop it actually from happening.
All right.
Fine. If the other guy is going
Alright,
elsewhere to
I'm
fight now, that's fine enough, I guess.
How about you then?
Well, at least you killed it. Idiots, don't... Where are you going now? Don't be stupid. The enemy is here now, don't you see? Silly peoples. Drake. Drake scales.
Lost.
Yeah. Penalty to attack speed, now that we are going to be removing. Guess I might as well use the lesser injury kit and see. Yeah, it removed the other one, that's fine. We can use another one then in just a moment. I'm even tempted to just leave the lesser health injury kits because we only have a few of them anyways, but they are useful in general. Yay, Lyrian potion. At least that's something we can just pick up straight away. Always nice to have something that we can just pick up. A dragon egg. Not sure why dragon egg has these sort of things, but it does. I guess I really didn't have any bolts even. Not at least ice bolts. Unfortunate. It's not like any of you guys, but yeah. I don't know, maybe I should have gone and visited the camp quickly just to sell some more stuff, because a lot of the stuff we have still been picking up right here rather than anywhere else. But it's just... I gave Morrigan these. Maybe I should give 2 weapons instead into hand, but again, that's just going into a situation where just... yeah, it's just... not really the best. And of course, so many of these crystals of all sorts. Well, I guess... Of course, if there would be some gift that I could just give it to, for one of them. You might like it. Camera set in front of filigree gold locket. I guess you might like it, okay? Sure.
A fine gift.
I was
You
thinking
have my
that
thanks.
you might like it. Totem. Sure, let's give Alistair totem.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't really love it, but I didn't know who else to give it, okay? I really didn't. Really didn't know. Then let's just get rid of a few of these potions, because really, I never ever needed these. They are worth some money, but eh. Let's at least destroy all that we are just carrying one. Let's have the few more open slots. The life drinker. So that's the amulet we got. No one knows for certain where this amulet came from. All we have is a legend. Long before the Golden City turned black, there lived in the Winter Imperium a frail old magician in the court of the Archon. He was the least amongst the mages of the court, the lamp lighter, whose task it was to set all the 1,000 of candles alight and snuff them again when the Archon retired for the evening. He was counted as useless by all the most influential magisters. But he was only biding his time. One day, when all the magisters of the Imperium were assembled in the great hall of the Archon, the lamplighter struck. He conjured a massive firestorm in the hall, trying to assassinate all who were assembled and seize power himself. The court was made up of the most powerful mages of the Imperium, and they worked quickly to destroy the would-be usurper, but found, to their astonishment, their magic was no match for the old mage. Every spell they cast was countered, and the magisters began to fall, one by one, until only the Archon himself and the lamplighter were left, locked in a battle of magic and will. The Archon saw that with each spell he cast, the lamplighter himself seemed to wither and fade a little more. So he bombarded the mage with spell after spell until at last nothing was left of the palace but trouble, nothing left of the court but corpses, and nothing left of the lamplighter but a golden pendant. This, and Archon kept to remind himself that treachery could come from even the most innocuous sources. Indeed. Indeed it could. As we have here seen. Ah, yeah, only a blood mage could be using it though. So, never gonna be using it, I'd say. Never ever. Never ever ever. In the next battle I should be using this acidic coating. It's silly when just having some few items that just can't carry all of this stuff anyways, so. And a book of some sort. The first Blight chapter 3, that I'm not gonna be reading because I haven't read the other ones either, so wouldn't make so much sense. Alright, this does not lead anywhere, so cool. We've gone through this tunnel. I'll just travel close to here again then and be back with you after that. Actually, I just came into here first, considering there is actually a tunnel into this direction too that I didn't yet explore, and when that seems like the right place to go, let's go here first and check this cavern too. And see what we can find. This might be even the tunnel where the drakes surprise us, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. There's definitely a lot of cages, so yeah. Probably. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't remember where it exactly would have been. Yeah, I knew it. And there are a lot of freaking drakes, so yeah. Well, I guess I might as well try to see if I can place that still. And you just run all the way over here. Alright, so let's get first and foremost this gone.
An order.
At least the trap got triggered, I guess. No, heal.
Going.
Hopefully that will help us a little bit at least. I could hope so. We'll see, however, if that's gonna be the case.
I am ready.
Come and start to fight this guy. Misdirection Hex then maybe into this guy instead. Okay. Can you try to do something like a sleep on these two, maybe? Plausible.
Need help?
Resisted, but one didn't resist. At least it didn't seem like they did. Horror. Okay, nice. Got one killed already. But I did remember that there was somewhere a very annoying surprise happening. I think that's this one. Indeed, I think so. Mind Blast. I guess that, yeah, that resisted and this guy didn't react. So Alistair is down and I don't think I'll have enough time to get the possibility of actually stopping that from happening. I wish I did, but I don't think I could because I just used the healing as well. Although, there is of course the force field, but that's a little bit late now. Yep, that's what I was thinking. I think I just used a little bit too much time for that though. I hate that stove. That one is the one that I really hate. Okay, go into stealth. Maybe that would help you a little bit in survival aspect.
I think it is.
Okay. Think you healed yourself, and that was not exactly the one you would have needed to do at that moment. Definitely a lot of your blood.
I think it is.
Okay.
Here's the music.
Sadly, Alistair died, but... or went down. I guess it's not really dying in this case, but still. At least went down. I'm pretty sure I didn't delete anything, even though it almost looked like I might have. Stone warrior statue. Humanoid warrior. Well, let's see. Does Alistair like that one? He might. He did like some things like that.
Is that for me?
Yes. It is for you, Alistair. You're welcome, even though I'm giving gifts here in a very strange looking place. But hey, just don't mind that, okay? So what do you have? Penalty to defense, okay? Something that we definitely want to be taking care of.
Go on.
That wasn't that big of a deal. The little bit of a dexterity penalty. Okay, so lovely little location with some goats and pigs for the drakes and drakelings to eat. Clearly. But okay, so that's that little location. Now we can go into this place here. So I'll see you there a little bit closer. Alright, so here we are. We did definitely make it into more of a temple-like structure into here. But I won't be preparing anyway in this because I know we're at least gonna talk, so it just doesn't make sense to start preparing for this battle. We go and talk, then I probably will be using something like this because why not? At least take something out of our inventory. It's not like any of these sort of things are necessary for winning, it's just, it's fun to use something different. Okay. Hello there.
Stop! You will go no further!
I knew you would say that. Oh, is that so?
You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
Why have I come here, eh? Tell me your name and I will tell you why I am here.
I am Father Colgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great.
Ah. Amazing Andraste, eh? What are you talking about?
The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
And what has happened to the ashes?
They are still within this temple. But why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory?
Strange. Strange, then. So you can give me the urn, then?
So you are after the ashes? Perhaps there is a way for you to make up for your desecration of our home and temple?
I doubt I can really think of doing that, considering you have been the one attacking us and all that. Could you be more specific what you are even talking about? I have actually no even recollection what they might want. I don't know at all. But yeah, could you be a little bit more specific?
Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion.
Okay. Just say what you have to say, okay?
The ashes you seek reside atop this mountain, watched by an immortal guardian who refuses to accept the truth of the risen lady. Now the ashes prevent Holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist.
Okay. Go on.
The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again. All it would take is a drop of her blood. Blood carries power, strength, knowledge. Through it, all the power that is held in the ashes will be returned to Our Lady.
Why have you not done this then?
The Guardian has foiled all our attempts to reach the urn. He keeps what power remains from the true Andraste. He knows the disciples, and we cannot touch him, for he draws his strength from the ashes themselves. But you could deliver Our Lady what is rightfully hers.
I could just imagine the Grand Cleric if she were here. Her head would explode, I kid you not.
The rewards for performing such a service would be great indeed.
I've never done this, and it definitely doesn't really make sense to, of course, to definitely, if you actually believe into Untrusted, then surely you wouldn't believe that she would have been reborn, especially as she is. As a dwarf, there's a little bit more possibility of thinking of doing it, because it's not like we actually believe into Untrusted, but on the other hand, some weird stuff has been going around. And on the other hand, all the drakes and so on, it's not like we are a friend to drakes or dragons. So, in that sense, I don't think I would still want to side with them. It just doesn't feel right. But, let's see, what are the options? I can't say that you speak of evil, because if I don't believe into the Andraste herself to begin with, then how? Why would I say that? As in, fate does exist after all and all that, so there's definitely magical things, so Andraste might have been real. I don't know. And won't the Guardian know me as well?
No! He waits for pilgrims to come venerate the urn. He will assume that you are one of these. The task is simple. I give you a vial of the Holy Andraste's blood, and you empty the vial into the ashes. Whatever magic was held in the ashes will be undone, and our great lady will be freed from the shackles of her past life!
I don't know if I like the idea of us helping this Colgrim.
So if we do what this Colgrim asks, does this mean we aren't hunting their pet dragon? You're gonna let this opportunity slip past you? Think of the glory!
You would hunt Our Lady for sport?
Oh, you'll find another one soon enough. What if we leave you a wing?
You...
Alright, well, at least there's definitely this conversation of this possibility of doing all of this was definitely worth for the conversations we could have as a result. But I don't think any of these options is perfect, especially the nonetheless for just the purpose of, oh, it's evil or something, wouldn't be the right answer, but... And I don't think it's really a trophy, but... I don't see any reason to leave a dragon alive. We haven't met any good dragons. Kind of, the Archdemon is kind of a dragon, and... Flemet was sort of a dragon. They weren't either one really a real dragon. I guess not. I don't... I'm trying to think, is this actually a dragon? It's a drake, drakelings, But still, definitely not gonna say that, so sure. I wanna go for this path anyways, and I can't just see myself siding with them even if I don't believe into Untrusted. So, Okren is right, your Untrusted would make a flirty trophy though.
You dare to threaten The holy and beloved Andraste! You will die before you ever lay eyes on her! To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory!
You're just Dragon Cult. You're not really what you think you are, so to speak. Let's just get this going at least. Could you at least maybe do something like this? That would be a nice little start. We could go to stealth.
I'm ready.
Immediately. Let's go get rid of this guy first and foremost, shall we? And then you go and do this. I guess we didn't manage to get this guy. That's a shame. I tried, but I couldn't. Let's see if we can do then this one at least. What sort of a misdirection? Vulnerability Hex. It's kind of nicer. Vulnerability Hex isn't as bad. Might have not been the right choice to do the taunt yet. There might be more tricks coming by, but it's not something I can be certain of. Let's put the acidic coating, because why not? What are you doing? Did I really leave you with the wrong thing? Yes, I did. Definitely no. That's would be extremely foolish of you.
So be it.
Nice. At least that guy's dead. Oh, did you guys already... Oh, not Cold Cream. Cold Cream you haven't killed. I would have been surprised if you would have.
Let's grab some glory!
Let's just get you killed first and foremost. Then we can do a little bit of a mark of death for you, I'd say.
Will dine on your entrails!
Nice. Some nice amount of damages. Sure, do this too.
That's the way.
Easy. Golgrim had no chance. Golgrim's horn. This horn emblazoned with the modified Chantry symbol belongs to the father Golgrim of Haven. When he wished to commune with the High Dragon that he believed to be Andraste reborn, this horn would sound out from the mountain top. We do need that, certainly. Definitely need that one. Let's see where it actually went. You can have the honor of using it. Aren't you happy, Alistair? Okay, so that's at least these guys taken care of. Which is nice. Okay, good. But I think then next time around will be quite a bit to do up top, so I think we'll be leaving that indeed for the next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed some more of the Dragon Age Origins. At least we got through the Drakeling Caverns completely, and then next time back into the sunlight, I think. What is it called? Mountaintop, yep. To the mountaintop then next time. So hope you enjoyed. I shall see you for more next time. So bye bye, see you then. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.